Picture the Florence of today, a Renaissance masterpiece of over 360,000 residents. Ponte Vecchio spans the Arno, with jewelers' shops, and throngs of tourists fill piazzas. The city pulses with art, fashion, and cuisine, its streets a harmonious blend of medieval stone and modern vibrancy. Now, dissolve that splendor. Step back to the year 1100 AD. That same Arno bisects a modest walled town of narrow, unpaved lanes flanked by stone towers and timber houses. The Baptistery of San Giovanni stands as an octagonal relic amid emerging churches. No grand dome looms. Defensive walls enclose a burgeoning commune of perhaps 30,000 souls, a mix of merchants, artisans, and nobles. Under Holy Roman Empire's suzerainty, rising from Roman roots amid factional tensions. This is Florence on the cusp of might, a city shedding feudal chains for republican stirrings, where trade and politics simmered in the shadow of imperial overlords. How did this Roman camp transform into a medieval power? What daily realities fueled its ascent? Join me as we reconstruct this pivotal Florence, element by element, visualizing a world of stone and ambition. As the visuals fade from Florence's modern radial boulevards to a reconstructed medieval map, observe how the city's urban layout in 1100 AD retained Roman imprints while adapting to communal growth. Founded as Florentia in 59 BC by Julius Caesar, the original castrum layout persisted in the historic core, bounded by the first circuit of walls built around 1172 to 1175, but reflecting expansions from earlier earthworks. Archaeological excavations reveal the Cardo Maximus and Decumanus Maximus intersecting at the Forum, with streets 4-6 meters wide, unpaved and rutted by carts, prone to mud after Arno floods. By 1100, the city had outgrown its Roman confines, expanding northward and southward across the Arno. The Oltrarno district on the south bank housed artisans, connected by wooden bridges like the Ponte Vecchio's precursor. Walls were rudimentary. The first stone circuit enclosed about 75 hectares, with gates like Porta San Frediano. Planning lacked imperial oversight. Instead, emerging consuls oversaw organic development, prioritizing defense and trade routes. Suburbs extended beyond walls for markets and farms. Borgo San Lorenzo featured vegetable gardens, while the Arno's banks hosted mills and fisheries. The river served as artery and barrier, with ferries supplementing bridges. No sewers existed. Waste drained into open ditches flowing to the Arno, contributing to epidemics. Churches anchored neighborhoods. The Baptistery, with 5th century origins and 11th century modifications, stood central. This layout balanced security with commerce. With no zoning residences adjoined workshops. Archaeological plans show this hybrid, Roman streets overlain by medieval paths, fostering a dense, inward-focused community. Shift visuals from Renaissance marble to medieval stone. Towers rise starkly. Churches huddle in piazzas. In 1100 AD, Florence's architecture blended Romanesque solidity with emerging communal forms, using local materials. Churches exemplified the style. The Baptistery featured green and white marble cladding from reused Roman blocks. San Miniato al Monte showcased Romanesque basilica form with geometric marble inlays, crypt, and nave. Secular buildings included family towers. Over 100 by the 12th century, these square structures rose 20-30 meters, with battlements and minimal windows, serving as strongholds in factional strife. Homes were 2 to 3 story, rubble masonry with timber balconies, roofs tiled in terracotta. Materials drew from Tuscany, Pietra Serena for details, travertine for bases, bricks fired locally for vaults. Construction techniques: opus quadratum for walls, wooden centering for arches, sanitation, privies over cesspits. Unlike today's restored facades, this architecture symbolized power struggles. Towers for noble defense, churches for communal piety. Animate the lanes with cloaks and tunics, denser than Roman times, but modest by modern standards. Around 1100 AD, Florence's population is estimated at 30,000 to 50,000, a rise from 10th century lows. Nobles, families like the Uberti and Fafanti, held towers and lands, deriving power from imperial TIs. Artisans and merchants, 50-60, wool workers, bankers and nascent guilds, lived in stone houses. Peasants, 30%, serfs on suburban farms, supplied markets. Clergy, bishops wielded influence, owning estates. Women inherited but were subordinate. Children labored young. Cemetery bones show average height 1.65 meter men, diets of grain and meat. Class dictated attire, nobles in silk, commoners in wool. Hierarchy fueled Guelph Ghibelline divides. Piazzas stir, bakers' fire ovens, weavers' loom. Daily life revolved around craft and faith. Dawn, households rose for mass, breakfasting on bread and wine. Occupations, wool carders processed fleeces. Dyers used Arno water. Merchants bartered in Mercato Vecchio. Women managed homes, spun. Men tilled or traded. Meals, pottage with beans. Evenings by oil lamps. Entertainment, festivals like San Giovanni. Hazards, Arno floods, plagues. Life expectancy, 40 years. Community, guilds fostered solidarity. Markets hum, cloth exchanged. Trade focused on wool, per early statutes. Economy, textile-driven, with Arno shipping to Pisa. Coins, imperial denarii. Shifts, communal rise boosted banking. Consuls convene, oaths sworn. Under Henry IV imperial, but Matilda's regency supported communes. Structure, consuls from 1138, but 1,100 assemblies. Consequences, autonomy grew. Churches fell, relics venerated. Catholicism dominated, baptistry central. Bishop organized charity. Influence, moral unity. Families feast, Tuscan dialect spoken. Norms, honor, vendettas. Walls guard, militias muster. Defense, Arno, towers. Warfare against empire, Siena. Visuals merge. Florence bloomed in Renaissance. In 1100 AD, rising Florence differed from artistic today. Later developments, Duomo, Elblock. Perspective, roots in medieval might teach resilience.